Hey Hapsters, it's Stan from HAP Training, where we improve relationships and we improve your life. And last time we talked about 3 relationships: relationship with self, others, and your environment. And now we're going to talk about relationship rings and how we can use these concepts, how we can use this mental framework to help us understand how we manage relationships. At the center of this is you. And who's in that first circle is normally friends and family and those who are closest to you. And those are the hardest relationships to manage. So you always think about who's in your inner circle. That's literally the language we use for that. And sometimes it's family, sometimes it's non-family members. But what's important to realize is the hardest relationships to manage are the relationships of those who are closest to you. We lose objectivity. And here are the facts. Sociological and psychological facts are we're hardest on those closest to us all the time. We're nicer to the guy at the grocery store who's on the outside ring than we are to the people that we know and love. When a murder happens, they look for people who are closest to them. It's over 95% of the time, it's somebody within their inner circle that kills them. So these are the hardest relationships to manage. What's important about this is to understand, it helps you compartmentalize and helps you manage those relationships. These are my friends at work. This is my friend Bill and Tom and Sally, and they're at work. And I can manage these relationships. I can go home. Things get strange when Sally becomes a really good friend of mine and becomes into my inner circle. Now that relationship gets harder to manage. You can also look at it in terms of, hey, I've got a family member who no longer lives by my core values, doesn't share my core values. So I set a really hard boundary and I go, I love you, but I'm moving you to my outer circle. So whether you say that to him or not, you've got a mental framework for removing that person out of your inner circle so that you can manage those relationships. What this does is it gives you a mental framework again about how to manage relationships. It's hardest to manage a relationship with self. It's hardest to manage a relationship with your significant other. That's why we need time to get away from each other. We need time away from each other. How does somebody get away from themselves? Kairos. Go running, go skiing, go play music, go do something you love by yourself where you lose track of time. That's Kairos. And that's how you escape yourself. That's how you get away from yourself. So this is just one example we call the relationship rings. Gives you a mental framework about how you manage relationships. And remember, improve relationships, improve your life. Have a happy day, have a happy life. And thanks for watching.